What's going on, guys? It's JSGC here, and we're here for a stadium update. This time we're looking at future expansions that could be coming soon to grounds in England. Now, this is mostly covering Championship and Premier League grounds. However, there are League 1 and League 2 grounds, but I'd probably be here all day if I was covering little and expansions. Now, one added note, I did say that Scunthorpe were looking for a new stadium. They'll be included when I get round to covering their stadium alongside a comparison with Everton's new ground, which I'll get into the video. But first, I just wanted to say that if you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to leave a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to also leave what you think in the comments below. With all that being said and done, let's get on with the video. So first up, there are plans in place to expand St James's Park. Now, they want to replace the Gallowgate end with a new stand. This would include hotels, conference centres and apartments included on this stand. It helps get planning permission and it helps get people on board, basically. It looks like they're giving jobs to people, they're making accommodation, and it's another source of making money for the football club. It would also help boost St James's Park to over 60,000 in capacity. St James's Park is one of the largest grounds in England. It's near enough always a sellout and very difficult to get tickets to. Newcastle, with it being the only football team in their city, it's a big team with a big capacity, so they want to expand on that. They sell out every game, so they want to add on to that naturally. Now, the only problem that they've got is they're probably going to need new, rich, ambitious owners, and very soon if the ground's expansion is going to come soon, because Mike Ashley simply isn't investing enough money into Newcastle for this to come to fruition anytime soon. But there are plans in place for this expansion to happen, and it is something to keep an eye out for. As we all know, they've got two stands that are smaller and two very large stands, so that's something that Newcastle could look towards in the future if they keep selling out games. Like I said, if they get a rich owner and they continue to be in the Premier League and maybe even push themselves forward to try and get a European football in the near future. Now, another ground, they aren't in the Premier League, Wolves, but they are nearing in on the Premier League. They're very close to getting promoted now. Now, they've already expanded one end of Molineux with a lovely new big stand, and this is just the start of their expansions. Now, it was obviously a big blow to Wolves to get relegated from the Premier League. They put their plans on hold. They ended up in League One. They now look like they got back to the Championship, and now they look like they're going to get to the Premier League, and so they're putting their plans in place to expand their stadium to meet with their ambitious plans that they have for Wolves. So they want to develop the Steve Bull stand, which, if you're familiar with Molineux, you know that the away fans are housed in the lower tier of that, so they're looking to redevelop that and make it into a lovely big brand new stand, which would probably look symmetrical to their other big stand that they've already got there. This would take Wolves nicely to around 40,000, so they've got ambitions there to be in the Premier League and be in the Premier League for a long time, and they've got owners, more importantly, that are ambitious and have money and are rich. Put Premier League money on top of that and you could end up with a very solid Premier League side. They are also looking to replace the South Bank stand. This would help take Wolves to over 40,000, by the way, with a new large one-tier stand, which to me sounds fabulous. That sounds like it'd create a really good atmosphere. One large, big stand, much similar to quite a few European grounds from around Europe. Also looking for expansions, as mentioned, was Scunthorpe. I mentioned that they were looking to build a new stadium called the Iron Arena, which I mentioned in my new stadium video, which you can go check out. I'll leave the link to this at the end of this video. But that ain't coming into plan, and they're going to be doing Glanford Park up instead. And I said I was going to compare it with Everton because they've got permission to build a new stadium, you see. And so their expansions for Goodison Park isn't really there, whereas Glanford Park expansion plans are there. So they have to move to a new stadium. However, for Everton, this could come anytime soon, but at the moment there's no plans in place for this to be happening anytime. They've got planning permission to build on Bramley Moor Dock in Liverpool, which would help them build a over 50,000 new capacity stadium. Now, Everton, they do sell out every single game, and they always get and have big attendance. Obviously, look at what Liverpool are doing with Anfield. They're expanding, and so they're getting bigger. So Everton are looking to do the same, and they've already purchased that site. However, they've not got plans in place to build this stadium yet, like Scunthorpe have got plans, so they could go back at any time to their new stadium. Everton, they still need that to pass through. But this could come at any time. Like I said, this could come this summer. The World Cup is on. Distractions are there, so Everton could be putting their attention towards maybe building their new stadium. So obviously they'll need planning permission, then they'll need to start construction, build a new stadium, then ready to move in. So this is many years down the line, but something to look forward to in a future construction project for Everton. Also looking to expand their stadium is Manchester City. As we all know, that they've expanded their south stand, so they've now got 3 stands with 3 tiers and 1 stand with 2 tiers. So they're looking to expand from 55,000 to 61,000. Now the ground, once it's completed, will look very smart. So they're looking to increase the capacity of the north stand, which you'd see exactly symmetrical with what's happening with the south stand. Now, they've already got planning permission. They could have done this whilst they was doing the south stand too. I presume that they've done this so the capacity of the stadium whilst construction was going on wasn't reduced too much. I was expecting them maybe last year to start building for it to be ready for next season, but that hasn't happened, so maybe that could happen in the summer once the concerts are done, because they can't have concerts on whilst construction's going on. Then expand the stadium, because Man City do, although many people don't believe it, Man City do sell out near enough every single game. They've got a massive demand for season tickets. It's just the City season tickets holders. Some of them, very lazy, can't be bothered turning up unless they're playing Manchester United, Liverpool, or on the verge of winning the Premier League, unfortunately. So the ground always looks like it's got empty seats there, which is strange, but obviously the club's getting the money, so they don't care. But Man City have got the go-ahead to do this, they're just not doing it. So I've got 2 reasons as to why this is happening. I've already explained my first one then, with them not wanting to do it because of the concerts and everything, and not wanting to reduce the capacity too much. They could do it this summer though, they could put the plans in place, then there'd be a reduced capacity. However, this is the reason I think it is Man City is still waiting for clearance on safe standing. Man City have got an ideal tier, the 3rd tier of the north stand where the family stand is, to put in safe standing so they could house more fans up there. Obviously for Champions League games they then become seats, which is hence the safe standing if you've seen it in Europe. You know what I'm on about. If not, then let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on that and I'll explain it. But basically, Man City, I think they're waiting for clearance as to whether they can do that or not. Then they'll get ahead with expanding the stadium. They've got the demand already there. They've got the planning permission already there. Man City just need to give that go-ahead. They're also going to put in a couple more big screens in every corner. At the moment, they had 2 in the south, 1 in the south stand, 1 in the north stand on each corner. When the construction of the south stand was going on, they moved the screen both in the north corner, so I presume that when the north stand construction goes on, them 2 screens will move to the south stand, and when it's completed, I presume that because of what they've got on the pictures, that it's going to go to 1 in each corner. If not, they'll go back to 1 in the south stand and 1 in the north. But the 4 screens looks good to me. Very good from Man City. The ambitious club, as you can see with what they're playing on, and now they're looking to go with the stadium too. I think that moves us nicely on to Manchester United. They're looking to expand Old Trafford at some point. Now, they've got a capacity of 76,000. They're looking to increase it to 88,000, which would make them one of the biggest stadiums in the whole of Europe for football stadia. Now, they've not got any plans in place yet, but they have got, ideas, if you get where I'm coming from with that. They want to expand Old Trafford because it was built with expansion in mind. They've obviously filled in the corners. They've got little areas in and around the stadium that they could fill in and get Old Trafford to its maximum capacity that it can possibly be, which apparently is 88,000, which is when I've done my research I found that out. If that's not the case, then my research was wrong, but I don't think that is wrong. Now, Manchester United, they don't want a new stadium. They don't want to do what Man City did back in 2003, 2004, which is move to a new stadium. They actually just want to expand on Old Trafford. They're happy with their home, unlike Tottenham, unlike Man City, unlike Chelsea, who are all wanting to move stadiums. Arsenal too. They're looking to build on that. So it's nice to see an old ground that's still there, if I'm completely honest. Now, they've got demand for tickets there. Obviously, they sell out every single game. It's extremely difficult to get tickets for Old Trafford, particularly for their big Premier League games. Manchester United unfortunately have priorities for rebuilding their squad, so a lot of their money is going on squad. So the big transfers, Paul Pogba for example, they're looking to keep hold of De Gea, so you have new contracts, Alexis Sanchez, new contracts, Jose Mourinho. If they get rid of Jose Mourinho, they'll need a new manager, and you can guarantee loads more money will be spent, and that money that's all been spent on doing their team up and doing the rebuild job since Sir Alex Ferguson left. This was back 5-6 years ago now. Sir Alex Ferguson left, so Manchester United, they need something else there. So for Manchester United, they're looking to rebuild their squad rather than prioritise their stadium, which is such a shame because it'd be nice to see such a massive stadium in England. Who doesn't like seeing beautiful stadiums? But Manchester United, I think they're waiting for either their squad to be rebuilt or they're waiting for new owners possibly with ambition and money there, much like Man City's owners that don't really care for spending and they'll do anything to make the area look nice and the stadium look nice. Manchester United may be looking for that, or maybe they're just waiting to rebuild their squad because they are making a lot of transfers. However, Manchester United earn that much money. Do you not think that they could expand the stadium at the same time? That's just my thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're enjoying the content, enjoying the footballing content. Then make sure you stay in the loop, subscribe, notifications on. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel, my brother's partner channel doing mixology drinks. Links to them will pop up at the end of this video. Links to my social media, they're in the description below, and that's been the video. So it's been JSGC. Hope you'll have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.